Alright, so I think it auto saved pretty well. Alright. Now I did think about this while I was sleeping. And I do think I might have some of these figured out. So, weren't you the guy who said what happened to my mate? Was that you? Because if you're saying what happened to your mate, what happened to my Frenchman, then we know the Frenchman is the Bousson's mate, meaning you are probably Alfred Kestrel. If Charles Miner is your mate, because he's the only Frenchman, right? We checked and there's only one Frenchman. Yes, okay, so if there's only one Frenchman, Charles Miner. What the hell is this? Charles Miner, Bousson's mate, torn apart by a terrible beast. We don't know who Alfred Kestrel is yet. Only I do know who Alfred Kestrel is. Can I just leave? Is it yours I'm supposed to see? I don't know. It's also these people with the hats. No, you're not the one with the hat. You a one with a hat? I think you're like, yeah, you're a hat man. So I'm thinking these hats probably mean something. If I look it up, I may find out, like, maybe like these certain hats. I'll show. I'll have a look again at the book. What? What are these slashes? Who is this? What fate befell them? 4 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are catalogued here. Right, the people who ran away. Okay, yeah. That's why the slashes. Okay, I guess slashes means people who are or who may be alive. They are off here. The doom happened here, the escape happened here. Alright. It's not really what I came here for. Life at Sea sketch. I'm looking at these hats. So, people with hats. So, like, these guys, this is the captain. The captain had, like, this straight, the hat. Right, this guy was the first mate. His hat was kind of like the captain's, but didn't have, like, the center thing. And then this guy has a hat. This guy has a dang hat. Are these the same kind of hat? They do look like the same kind of hat. This was Peter. This guy, apparently we can also find out who that is. Paul Moss. I marked him as Paul Moss. I don't know how I know he's Paul Moss. This guy is unknown. First memory 82. Crushed by a loose cannon. Alright. 4 others are present. Right. So, what I was thinking, can also check in here, but I don't see any bodies. Nothing going on in here. And nothing in here either. Okay. Ah, the bottom is now open. But before I go there, there are some stuff I think I can figure out. Some questions I think can be answered. These people were all killed by cannons and stuff. The guy in here was murdered. And you, I believe, are the person who said, what happened to my mate? Chapter 9, Escape, part 1 of 6.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Squid. Where is my Frenchman?
Where is my
Squid's
Frenchman?
gone. Your mate was torn apart.
Your mate.
Dad. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off.
He did some kind of ritual, I'm guessing.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Pum 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 para para pum 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 para para. This is the captain? No. No, it's some other guy. You are the captain. Yeah, he's the captain. This guy, he's someone else. He's a third mate or something. Yeah, so I think you are. This unknown soul is Alfred Kessie de Buisson from Austria. Is that what Austrians sound like? I don't know. He's not English. Was. We don't know how he died. We do think it's Alfred Cousteau or whatever. Yeah, okay. 1 second. So this was Alfred Cousteau. This guy was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. Paul Moss, first mate steward, was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. We don't know who attacked him. This one was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Right. This unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Unknown soul was clubbed by an unknown attacker. And we don't know who these people are. Shot by a gun by the captain. Unknown soul was knifed by Captain Robert Wittrell. Was clubbed by Captain Robert Wittrell. Okay, so 2 more people died here. We don't know who they are. Right, he's in 9 memories. First memory is in 78. Perished in the end, part 2. Depicted in Justice at Sea deck. You see, he was one of the guys who was shooting. And then this guy we don't know because it's gray. So Buisson is foreman in charge of general crew operations and equipment required to sail this ship. And mate is officer or tradesman supports or assists their superior. General mates help to run the ship and serve at the captain's request. Tradesmen's mates serve the superiors. Okay. So that's his mate. Last guy was him. So from the first one, we can find out who this guy is. He's in 9 memories apparently. First time we saw him is up here. Now, I want to see Abigail's memory. She calls to someone during her clubbed by a terrible beast. Yeah. 10 others were present. So these 2 ladies were here. So she's definitely not going to the ladies. That's much for sure. Paul Moss. Can I look at your memory again? Yeah, I know we got her. Martin, where is the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. Okay, so Martin. So she calls for Martin. So one of you is Martin. Could be that guy. Could be that guy. Oh, who is Martin? 1 second. If you know his rank, you might be able to find out who she was talking about. Crew. Martin is the 3rd mate. Okay. So do we have another Martin somewhere? Because if no, I think we know someone now. Martin. Maba. Nope, no Martin. Okay. So Martin, she was talking to the second mate, the 3rd mate. Martin Pricot. Okay, we will leave this. Let's go to her memory. Let's see who she was exactly talking to, and we can mark that person as Martin. If I know who it is. So she died inside the captain's quarters. So these... Oh, I can enter this place. With nothing here though. Alright. Alright. Here. The Doom, part 8 of 8. Martin. I want my husband. Come here, and she gets clubbed. Well, he's talking to you? Okay. And then we see these 2 guys as well. This was the first super dramatic scene, by the way. We saw this giant monster for the first time. Yeah, and we see this guy. Is this he got ripped apart? And this guy's pulling him back. Does he have a nick on his head? He does. Okay, so he's the guy with the bald guy with a nick on his head. We see you is still shooting with 2 guns. Then we see you terrified. We see another lady here. We see both the ladies here. Excuse me, let me go up. Okay, I can't go up. So you, my friend, are Martin the third mate. Right? You are Martin the third mate. Do I know how you died? First memory, show memories on deck map. Doom. So I don't know how you died, but I know you are Martin now. Can I mark? You're Martin. Yeah, I can. Okay, so he's Martin Prescott, the third mate. Okay, so we now know who you are. Because she was calling for you. So if you're Martin Prescott, third mate, you're the captain, you're the first mate, meaning someone else has to be, you are like the last mate. I don't have enough information to find out. Peter Milroy exploded. Busan. Okay, I mean, you're kind of like standing over these people. Why is your mate then, like, here? Busan's mate, Stahl Miner. Do I have 3 marked down, by the way, and I'm not in there wrong? That's what's going on here. Whose identity? Okay, we can find out who you are also. Okay, you're right here somewhere. Are you shooting at people? No. Did you drag it? No, you're the guy with the nick on his head again. And then you two are fighting. You gotten grabbed. Do I know who you are? You're Alfred Kestrel. Oh, you're the Busan? The Busan, you met an unknown fate. He's grabbed your hand. And this guy is stabbing it. We don't know who this guy is though. And not enough information as well. So the Busan here. So do all the like main guys wear these like top hat type things? You came out with a lantern all the way over here? Crazy, man. So these guys are the guests. Were you like a worker or a... I don't know. I think you're like a passenger. Alright. But these guys did escape. So we know that much. That's Abigail. This is the captains. This is the other 2 bodies. Open the book while the pocket watch flip to directly to the relevant page. I did not want to do that. We don't know who this is, right? We don't know. We know this is Captain Robert Vitriol. We don't know who this is either. And we know this is the second mate. The first mate. So in his memory, does he mention a name or anything? Or the other guy he was coming with? Right? Captain, open the door, kick it in, lest we break it down and take more than those shells. You bastard may take exactly what I give you, and then he shoots him. Okay. William Horkus, the first mate. Captain Robert Vitriol. The Doom. On the bow, on the gun deck. This guy was crushed. These 2 again, we don't know. So what have we, who these people have we marked with, like with names and everything? So we have 1, Peter Milroy, blasted an explosion. Get to the main bit quick. Hold on, throw the powder. And he blew up. This guy, he was just grabbed. So we think he's Charles Minor, the Busson's mate. Because he was torn apart. We know that's Abigail. The bargain, we will not know. And then unknown fate, unknown fate. Yeah, the problem is we don't know these people. Because then we would have 3. Right. What 3 memories you say? Bookmark the memories. So you were here. Okay, do we see how you die here? In his memory. But how do we get to his memory? 1 second. Because if we can figure out how you died, that would be 3 memories. So we go to you. We skip it. Jump into this memory. The Doom, part 7 of 8. We just want to see how the Busson dies. Because his hand is grabbed in the last part. Yes, he's grabbed. Are you the Busan? No, you don't have a cat. You got the Eldritch Beast here. He's like, what is going on? Oh, he's grabbing the gun. Are you the Busan? Yeah, Busan Alfred Crystal. So you came here, you're giving him a gun. Who the heck are you? Another guy here with a gun. He was clubbed. We don't know who he is. He's the third mate, though. We too kinda know. Do you have a bottle? No, it's a knife. Alright, we can leave this memory. So he's just here with a gun. So is her memory the last one that it happens in? It is in her memory as well. He's getting grabbed. Then he's in this memory where he's dying. In the lazarette. So something happens in the bargain that causes him to die. So we're not gonna be able to find that out. So he was killed by an unknown attacker. We need to find out who it was. Doesn't really help us. Whose other person's name do we know? So then there's these 4 people. Then there's this guy. Knifed by... He's in 9 memories. This is the first memory he's in, where he gets knifed. Where are they? Must be someplace bottom of the sea. That's a lie, and then he just dies. He's also in this one, yeah. And he is knifed by an unknown attacker. He is present in this one. Oh no, you're cut. Don't leave me. Bear up, son. Tell Pete's mother. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit. Okay, so who the hell was Brennan? Could he be Brennan, perhaps? Brennan. Could be a name or a surname, I don't know. Brennan. What hill? Brennan. Nope, nothing here. Look at surnames now. Jackson Bird was just Chinese. Or from Formosa. Moss, Callaghan, Roy Anderson, James, Timothy Burnt, Ang Lee. These are Chinese. There you go. Botterill. Where the hell is Brennan? There's no Brennan here. Out of record. John Davis, Alfred Kestrel, Charles Manor, Henry Evans, Martin Gibbs. Oh, Thomas Cephon was the cook. Milo Farrell, Olis Waiter, Brennan, and again there's Buttermint, Timothy Buttermint, Nicholas Botterlittle. Yeah, I don't see no. Oh, there is Brennan. Okay, he's a seaman from England. Henry Brennan. Who is Henry Brennan? I'm not gonna find out like that, but we need to go to his memory to figure it out. The guy who got knifed. Inside of this room. So if I look at the escape, cannot the escape. Here, you knifed by Captain Vitriol. So it's you, okay? He's the first guy holding a gun. Okay, maybe he's Brennan. We gotta see. Chapter 9, Escape, part 6 of 6.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell
He
Pete's
seems
mother
Scottish. Pete's mother,
I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
That's
You
why we
tell him
think he
yourself.
exploded.
Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
So is someone running to get the surgeon's kit? I mean, I don't see anyone running to get the kit. Is this or this guy is Brennan? Okay, he is Brennan, right? Because he's like I'm listening. I'm listening. This guy is coming down. Okay, so you're Brennan. You're Brennan. Where's Brennan? Henry Brennan. Is that 3? Did I get 3 people correctly now? Or is something wrong? I get a feeling I might have gotten someone wrong. Maybe Pete. The person I'm named as Pete may be wrong. Because once you get 3, it's supposed to confirm it. But I'm pretty sure you're Brennan then. Alright, so this is... Henry Brennan, seaman, was knifed by Captain Robert Whittle. So seaman is just... He's a low down person, right? Low level crew member responsible for general manual labor on and below deck. Yeah. So, this is Henry Brennan. Was knifed by Captain... This is correct. Was he knifed? Yeah, I think pretty sure he was stabbed at the neck. Let's check that for a second. Make sure he was stabbed. Knifed, I mean. This is his memory. His death. The second one we saw. Yeah. Because if we know for sure this is right.
Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
So knife, his neck was cut. This is after he shot this guy? I heard 2 people talking though. Which 2 people are you? Is you talking to them? The guy who was climbing around? Because this guy is still coming down. Meaning you should have been hiding. You're straight up dead. Where are they? Oh, this is him himself saying must be in here someplace, and they're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie, and then he just shoots him. Or not really shoot, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I think you're Henry Brennan. Unless, wait a minute. Are military people different? Weapons and military, well, I don't think so. Because we don't have many gunners here, right? 'Cause he does have a gun in his hand, but I don't think you need to be a gunner to have a gun in your hand. It's only one gunner. So, yeah, there's no military people. I'm pretty sure you're Henry Brennan. Okay, so if I'm sure you are Henry Brennan, then what three people? So one of these are wrong then. Peter, this guy could be wrong, was blasted by an explosion. He could be wrong. Charles Minor was torn apart. This one could be wrong. So one of these is wrong. This is right, obviously. Not an unknown fate. Paul Moss was killed by a sword by unknown attacker. So these two, I mean, if I know which guy is the attacker here, could figure out this guy's fate. Because both of you guys were here. You were here, Paul Moss. So you're the one who died. Unknown. Was it Brennan who stabbed you? You two were present as well. I mean, you are running away, so. Okay, could be Brennan is the one who stabbed him? In that case, I could confirm another identity, but I'm not sure if it was Brennan. Which one of you was it? Is it you? Okay, this is important, right? Before I go on, it's going to get even more confusing. So till then, I want to get at least one set of three.
Let them go!
Let them go. Lady blasts him. You are like... You are the first mate, right? You are not the first mate. Ah. You are the Henry Brennan, I think. You seem more official. Hey, the captain. Look, the captain himself was here. You got this guy like a bloody spider monkey. And then what's going on down here? Oh my. This guy is killing someone. This guy was shot by a gun by unknown. Who the hell are you? Knifed by unknown. Oh, I think we know he was knifed by this guy. Oh, this is the guy who says, no, I've been stabbed. Right, stabbed by this guy. Who the hell is this guy? Or shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Clubbed by unknown. So I think these guys are people planning the mutiny. He hears it, goes shouting, hey, mutiny. Okay, I'm getting a better idea now. Okay, but are you the one who stabs? No. I think you're the one who stabs him. You're just unknown. Let's try look at this one. Yes, very glaring effects. Escape, part 2 of 6.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last one!
Paul, look out. This happens even before that. So we don't know you. Now I marked you as Paul, but I think that's wrong. I don't think you're first mate Stewart. Although I mean the first mate is here. So I don't know. Stewart could be back there. Unless this is Paul. No, but she's shouting for him. Paul, watch out. Yeah. We got some guys running over here as well. I think you're like the first mate. Yeah, this guy, he's everywhere. I believe he's Henry Brennan. He's shooting in the air. The captain. Oh yeah, okay, so this guy was knifed by an unknown attacker. Because he was listening to these guys talking. We don't know who you are. And we know you're the one who has stabbed this guy. And you are the Busan, Alfred Kestrel. Hmm. There's only 2 ladies on the ship left. I mean, there were more, but this is the first time we see. Who the hell is bookmarked anyway? Oh, Henry Brennan. Who I think is Henry Brennan, the seaman, is the one who's bookmarked. So Henry Brennan was on the side of the captain the entire, the captain and the other top officials at the time, or throughout the game. Till the end, when he turns on the captain then and tries to kill him. Possible. Now, who are the ones shouting mutiny? Because he gets stabbed. You're the Busan man. Someone was shouting because the other person was getting stabbed. Oh no, someone was listening to some people and shouting mutiny. Uh-huh.
Captain cannot be trusted.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade treasured fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard.
No!
So he gets stabbed. Okay, and then you get shot. Well, this guy is crawling away. Yeah, he's the guy who's been knifed. Because he was listening in on you talking. Right? You're the one you get shot. Because you were planning a mutiny. And you are, I don't know, you were clubbed by someone. Okay. What's going on up here at the time? These guys are listening. Oh, so you are Henry Brennan, working for, or with the first mate and all. And you're like, everything's going to shit. You're the captain, so. This guy throws his body overboard. Yeah, another one of the bad guys. The ship is gone. Yeah, so you were listening in on this guy here. He then stabs you. You start crawling away. This guy pops in from somewhere. Don't know who this guy is, but I think he's like the 3rd mate or the 4th mate or something. The 4th mate. The 2nd mate, maybe even. Oh, this guy's probably 2nd mate. You're probably 4th mate. And you... I don't know. You were shot with a gun by the 4th mate. At least I think that's what happened. Things are not very clear yet, unfortunately. But I want to figure out one set of 3 before I move on. It's taking a while, I know, but that's the whole point of the game. You take your time, you slowly comb through evidence. It's gonna take me longer than most people, I'm sure, but
What's
still.
all this, you damn fool?
So he gets shot, then what's all this, you dang fool? And you club him. You're Henry Brennan. So you send him. Yeah, the first mate sees him. He sends the first mate out to do damage to him or hurt him. Yeah, because. Oh, but he was on your side. But I guess they only shot him. They only saw him shooting him. Thought that he was the bad guy. So he goes in to help this guy who's got a knife in his back. He's crawling in here. I can't see what's going on upstairs. This one because it's in the damn way. But yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure you're Henry Brennan then. We don't know. Oh, he was not clubbed by unknown though. He was clubbed by Henry Brennan. Yeah, we don't know who you are. But we know you were killed by Henry Brennan. So all this happens after the cannon fight, right? The cannon fight, I mean, the fight with the cannons. Unknown soul was clubbed by Henry Brennan. This unknown soul was shot by a gun with by unknown. Shot by unknown. Paul Moss, first mate steward, was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. So it was not Brennan who stabbed him, right? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this is Brennan now. Right, because he brought Brennan with him. So this guy, I think this one is correct. So now which one of these is wrong? Unknown soul was shot by a gun, also was shot by a gun. Paul unknown, so we don't know this one yet. We don't know how he died. Maybe it's sickness? Was crushed, decapitated, drowned, knifed. No, we don't know what happened in the bargain. Something happened in the bargain. Till you leave the ship and return the book to me. Yeah, okay, whatever. Murder. Soldiers of the Sea. Doom. Alright, so it starts with this guy getting crushed. It starts below deck. We don't have one. We don't have 2, part 1 and part 2. We have part 3 on the gun deck. Part 4 is these two again getting shot by the damn cannon. Part 5 is what's happened here. Sir Luke Scan is heading over, find your footing, and then got crushed. So we don't know. Are we sure this guy is Peter Milroy midshipman? Because this one could be wrong. So there was a guy who was saying, tell him I tried to pull him back. Then I'm pretty sure this is right. So this one has to be wrong. Right? Peter Milroy. Right, get bookmarked. So he's also in this one. So we need to figure out if this is truly Peter Milroy. After an explosion. I think to get to all of these, you gotta go back to Abigail and again. I know I'm repeating a lot of stuff, but I want to figure this out. Because I feel like if I can get this 3 correct, it'll help me figure out like a lot right back, to the end. So this is Abigail's memory. We can see his memory. Then how do we see the explosion? So we go back to his memory of him getting crushed with shit. You gotta to shoot him. The third mate, Martin Prescott, okay. Okay, so these guys... Oh, you're the one who was planning the mutiny as well. Okay. You're like, hey, give me a gun. No, you're the one planning the mutiny. Okay. And you're like, here, have a gun. The Busan. So you were shouting, where's my mate? Your mate is right there. I don't think you were the Busan's mate then. Maybe my thing here was wrong. Busan's mate, Charles Minor. It's possible he missed it during the whole fighting and all. Well, he did say, where's my Frenchman? So where do I see another dead body here? I don't even know who you are. That's a pig, I think. Maybe they're not carrying eldritch monsters. Maybe they're just carrying animals. It's possible. Where do I see another dead person? Oh, right here. Let's have a look at this body. The Doom, part 6 of 8. Mm-hmm. Hold on, yeah. He's pulling him. Yeah, so you were trying to pull him back. Yeah, and you were knifed by unknown. Okay, yeah, so you were saying, tell PD, I tried to save PD. PD got blew the hell up. Who threw the powder? Who are you? Oh, the Busan's maid. So you came up with a sword. Are you the Busan? No. Are you the Busan? No. This guy could be this guy's mate. A shot with a gun by an attacker. You probably just a goat. I kept saying he's an eldritch beast. I think it's just a goat. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure this is Busan, or this is PT, right? Because this is the guy who got stabbed, and he mentioned, tell PT tell PT's mother I tried to save him. And then he's like, you'll tell him herself, but nope. That happens before? No. Oh, that happens after, because he's alive right now. He died. No, when did... Oh, this happened here. Okay, I'm getting all messed up a little bit. Met an unknown fate. This guy died. And they was fighting on top. Yeah, okay, here. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. Tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit. Yeah. So... we don't know who stabbed you. We don't know who you are. But... we know that guy is PT. Right? You are PT. Because he tried to pull you. Obviously, he's got a rope here. He's trying to pull him back. Right? So you, my friend, are PT. But I don't know. Is there other things? Is there anyone else named like Pete or something? PT. I think there was only one. I already searched for this. Not Paul. Yeah, Peter Milroy. And there's Patrick, but Patrick Peters. This could be Samuel Peters. What are the exact words you said? Because there's Samuel Peters as well. That's different. Tell Pete's mother. Tell Pete's mother. Right? Pete's mother. So when he says Pete's mother, it could mean Samuel Peters. Although Peters is a surname in this case. Well, this is Peter Milroy. The guy was exploded. But you know, we could give it a shot. Just a second. Because it's not Peter Milroy. It's Samuel Peters. It doesn't change anything. Yeah, and I don't think it's right anyway. I think it's Peter Milroy. Peter Milroy. That doesn't help. That confirms Peter Milroy's story. It has to be you who's wrong. You're not Charles Minor, the Bousson's mate. Where is my Frenchman? He got ripped apart. Wait, how do we know his story? Alfred. Whatever's. Because you're here, you get. Yeah, it's you. You get grabbed. And I'm thinking I've counted you as a Frenchman. I don't know. Because you get killed right next to the guy who says, where's Boosie, where's the Frenchman? So if that is wrong, then that means this is wrong. Anyway, what's it? I've spent 47 minutes just trying to figure this out. Going through the memories over and over. But I think you know, this is the fun part. Rack your brain. So I know now 2 people for sure, and I know how they died as well.
Put me down.
Yeah, here. Let me go. He's not in a bad way. The squid, where is my Frenchman? The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. Verdammt, the beast is dead. How did you kill it? We didn't. Captain came to only for nothing. The squid, where is my Frenchman? In the officer's mess. It was torn apart. Give me a second. Alright. Okay. So let's check the Frenchman again. I know I already did this. I know there's only one. France, the Bousson's mate. Is there anyone else who's a Frenchman? England, Formosa, Sweden, China, England, New Guinea, England, Russia, England, Wales, India, Sierra Leone. Nope. So, torn apart by the beast is you. Charles Van Bussam was torn apart by terrible beast. And you Alfred Boosie. Oh, Alfred Kestrel Bousson, not Boosie. But not known for it. You don't know how you died. We did, yeah.
You're in a bad way.
It's a squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
For that. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the store. Captain came.
And then you guys started planning
Said he
a.
chased it off. You should rest.
Curse like that. Those
First mate.
for nothing.
You were knifed by an unknown person. And this is the captain going up. Not running up, but you know. Yeah, I'm confused why one of these are wrong. One of this is wrong now. Which one of this it is, or what is going on here? Mm-hmm. Knifed by an attacker. He says tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. Tell yourself Brennan bring the surgeon's kit. Then there's these. Apparently these two we know. So they are like escaped. Where they escaped? Alive, or we know where they are too. Axe burned, clawed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten into it, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, sword. Oh, you know what? He may be illness. No, he's not alive in the East Indies. Stay unknown. You can say this guy. Illness. Succumbed to a tragic illness. Although I don't think that is the case. Although maybe, because this happens after the whatever the hell happens in the bargain. We don't know what happens here is the problem. That's why the disconnect is so strong here. But we can figure out apparently who these two are somehow. We don't know who this is. We know this is pretty much confirmed. This is Henry Brennan. And in this chapter, we can apparently figure out that this is Paul Moss, I believe. We know this is Alfred Kestrel, Busan. Although how he died may be wrong or something. Then over here, we know Abigail. We think this is Charles Manor. This is Peter Milroy. Crushed by a loose cannon. These two were killed by a cannon. Tell you what, let's go down a level. Alright. Some new information would be useful for me. Because right now I'm getting stun locked. You know what? These are actually kind of nice quarters. The doors do have a habit of just closing on you, huh? Here's a store of gunpowder and stuff, maybe? I suppose. And this is sleeping quarters, okay. I can see how this bull died.
Take him to the coffee. Get him wrapped and keep him left right.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull and stun her brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You alright there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Charlie?
Charlie.
Mind your shoes now.
Alright, they were killing this. Oh my, who the hell are you guys? You got a monkey? Who the heck is this? Why is he a captive? What the heck is going on? I mean, I know how you died. You were crushed by a terrible beast later on. There's just that is not a big snake. So you are vomiting. We know your name now. If you read the transcript. Yeah. Do we get a page for this for this cow, whatever this is? A bitter cold. Oh. Oh, we got a location. There it is, the skull. The last cow was slaughtered for its meat. Take him to the carpenters, get him wrapped, and see to his the last rites. Peter here, one finger to the skull. So who is talking about this? Here, Bren, here, yeah, come on, everyone from Charlie, mind your shoes. Okay, so Charlie. Someone else is dead here. So you're Charlie. 1 second, let me just mark you. Charlie. Kristen, that's not a Charlie. Nope. Charles. Heshtink. Middle shipman, maybe. Any other Charlie? Nope. So you're Charles Heshtink. Apparently someone else is also dead. Oh, this guy's dead. Okay. How did you die then? Oh, see, go to the carpenter, see to his last rites. Right, okay. Which means none of these people is the carpenter. Or the guy with the monkey could be the carpenter. Suppose that is possible. Load him up. This is right at the start, by the way. This happened in chapter 2.
Well, same as the other fellow.
Oh,
Lung
illness.
disease,
Hmm.
not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
He just dies. Oh, this is a cramped place, huh? Oh no, we can like walk out. So are you like the doctor or something? You're dancing with this man, this lady, in the painting. And you're probably the captain. Or you're the third mate. Okay. And you are. Nobody knows. Why are you the carpenter? Because they're talking to you like you're a doctor. Right, and the doctor. Glossary. The surgeon, right. Ship's doctor in charge of crew health, general care, medical. Okay, so you're the surgeon. Let's mark you as the surgeon. Oh, come on. Let's mark you. You are the surgeon. You're Henry Evans. Or you could be James Wallace. But for now, let's say you're Henry Evans. So you are this guy. We don't know who you are. So you're probably the mate. Another body here. Just more people. These guys are still here. The first Saman royalty. I guess they are just passengers. It's closed. So you were killed by some terrible disease. Although we don't know who you are. This is part 2 of the bitter cold. A corpse was moved post-mortem. 7 others were present. Who is this? How did they die? Well, same as the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption, made worse by the cold. Will it spread? If so, we'd all have it. The Lascar house. Laudanum, we'll see. Well, he did not live, but he was illness. It's a lung disease. I guess we don't have lung disease as part of this. Poisoned? Could be. For now, we think it's illness. We don't know though. Same as the other fellow. This other fellow. So is it a disease or is it... Right here. Is it illness or is it poison? Guess we'll find out. Oh, stop your cheating. Russian or something? Worry about yourself. Oh. Hindi, so he is Indian. This is... So this is the dead guy is Syed. It's a very Indian name. Where are the Indian boys here? Solomon Syed, there you go. That's you. And you're also probably Indian then. You were speaking in Hindi. I guess we don't know for sure. And you also died by the illness, okay. And you are... You were crushed by the bee, so you did not die by the illness. These guys are playing at dice, they're like, hey, stop your cheating, worry about yourself. Okay. Oh, you are playing cards even now? Oh, you're not. Not in the painting, but in the painting some people are playing cards. Some of those were you. The door is closed until I come to the conclusion. So you were the other, you're another Indian. Let's see, if you're Solomon Syed, there's William Seaman, Ahmed Akbar, and Renfried Rajab. So one of these, no, they're Indians, right? No, but we heard Russian in the background. So you guys, Leonard Voltov, so one of you you're the Russian people. You're the ones playing dice here. Or playing cards and gambling, basically. This is a dead body, my friend. This is the first one? Yeah, part 1 of the Bitter Cold. Corpse has moved. Already 22 others were present. An unknown fate? No. He succumbed to illness. Boom, any 6. Okay, there you go. We got 6. Well done. 3 more fates correct. Finally. Which one? Peter Milroy? Perfect, okay. Then Solomon Syed, yes. Succumbed to tragic illness. And Henry Busan. Okay, so I was wrong about the tattoo man. Boop, boop, boop. You got 3 more lines. Beautiful. The door is open now. Okay. Beautiful. So we were wrong about your identity. As I expected by the end, like it doesn't make sense. He was the Busan's mate, the Busan was right there. Right? Torn apart a little beast. I think you're someone else. So your identity is wrong. You're now an unknown officer. Oh. Just unknown. Yeah. You don't know who you are. Right? But we do know this is Alfred Kestrel Busan. Although I don't think you succumbed to a tragic illness, because this also is wrong then. You don't know how you died. You were killed with a sword, shot by a gun. Okay, good. We have some more confirmation on stuff. The calling, murder, Bitter Cold, loose cargo. Okay, so we were here. Solomon Syed, Siemens succumbed to tragic illness. And this also succumbed to tragic illness. So we have some more people here. Okay, give me a second. Alright. So we got we got Solomon Syed and we got 3 more people. Right? We know these guys are Russians and these people are speaking Hindi. So that's the Indians. Syed, get up, drink something, and then he's just dead. Right? And then nothing else going on. Alright. So yeah. So I know you are also some Indian. Well, no, probably you. You're an Indian. This guy is sleeping. It's also one guy who is just dead. Or maybe these guys are all sleeping. 39, 40, 41. I think they're all just people sleeping. Honestly, it seems like a pretty horrible ship. Life is pretty horrible, I should say. Because you don't have a lot of space, huh? You pack like 60 people in this tiny ass ship, then I guess that's how it works. Anyway, we'll leave this and I would like to quit the game. Oh, turn off the Obra Dinn. A bit of cold. One person, 2 people are dead here. 3 people died here. Wait, what 3 people? Solomon Sayed, unknown soul. Oh, and a large cow. Okay. Yes, the large cow is dead. If you want to count the large cow, then yes, it is indeed dead. Is there another level below this? Didn't think so. Like we got like rooms in here. Oh, these breads and these are guns and swords. I think the armory officer or whatever. Maybe he was getting the guns from down here. Here we got like the carpenter's land, I would think. It's a dead body among this like why is there even this entire line here? What's the serve? What purpose does this line serve? Like this could be more space for the people to sleep in. Oh, there's a dead body here though. Multiple dead bodies? No, I think it's only one. Alright. I would like to save. Oh, yeah, we can like do this. Alright. Anyway, see you in the next one.